Thanks for your kind comments and your great feedback. It sounds like you're really resonating with my message on how animals can have such a positive impact on our health and our happiness, which makes me super excited to share my next piece of information with you. I'm Carlyn Montes de Oca. I'm an acupuncturist, a plant-based nutritional consultant, and an animal-human health expert. On my last video, I let you in on a secret on how walking your dog can help you awaken your 5 senses and help you feel more connected to nature and more connected to the present moment in such a life-enhancing way. But our dogs aren't alone in helping us do this. Cats can also have something powerful to share with us even when we least expect it, as was the case with Abby and Michelle. That is a story in my book which I thought maybe I'd share with you. So let me just do that right now. It's how Abby really helped Michelle get through a really tough time. When we first got married, my husband and I used to take long walks. Mike and I loved our time outdoors, and being so close to nature made us feel lucky. Mike had Parkinson's disease, and when the disease took a turn for the worse, our lives changed forever. Eventually, we came to the realization that we could no longer go out on our walks together, and this was heartbreaking for both of us. My daily walks continued, but I felt sad leaving Mike behind. One day, I had walked about half a block when out of nowhere I heard a cat chattering up a storm. I turned to find Abby, our sweet calico cat, trailing along behind me. We had adopted Abby from the Humane Society as a kitten. The moment Mike laid eyes on her, he fell in love. We took Abby home that day, and then 2 days later, we went back and got Abby's sister, Allie. It had been 2 years since Mike had stopped walking with me, and now here was Abby racing to catch up to me. At first I worried about her darting in front of a car or chasing a lizard, but Abby stayed right by my side for the entire walk. The next day she followed me again, and the next day yet again. She has now been my walking partner on this special morning ritual for the last 3 years. Together we walk under the ornamental pear trees that turn white in the spring. When the wind blows, it looks like you're walking through falling snow. Abby loves to play. She loves to play with the white leaves as they float to the ground, and it's a beautiful sight. One of the hardest things in the world is to watch helplessly as someone you love suffers from an incurable disease. Mike was once an excellent tennis player and had dreams of traveling the world. But at 49, he has had to give up on those dreams. Somehow, both Abby and Allie seem to know exactly what Mike needs and when he needs it. At times they snuggle against his legs, purring and needing him. They also seem to know when to provide a much-needed laugh, and that's when they leap into the air or do something funny. Being Mike's primary caretaker has taken a toll on me. The work is hard, and I run through a gamut of emotions every week, from anger to depression. Abby and Allie seem to sense my grief. Sometimes they sit and they stare at me as if thinking, how can I help? Some days, I don't feel like going out. But now that Abby is my walking buddy, I have no choice. Once 10 a.m. strikes, Abby lets me know it's time to go. She gets my attention by bumping my ankles with her head, and if that doesn't work, she meows and puckers her mouth, making a funny face that makes me laugh. If I still am not out the door after that, she jumps on the counter and in the kitchen and begins to slide things off of it with her paw. The other day she picked up my necklace and ran down the hallway until I caught her. Abby's companionship on my daily walks has not only eased my loneliness, it's brought me closer to my neighbors and sparked my conversations with them. Abby even joins my 95-year-old neighbor Cecilia on her rounds delivering our community newsletter. Because Abby has touched the lives of so many people, we've made many new friends. For both Mike and for me, it's important that people see him for who he is, not just the guy with Parkinson's who uses a walker. Because of Abby and Allie, we hope they now see us as the nice couple with the great cats. I grieve for what my husband once was. I grieve for what will never be. But life feels normal when Mike laughs at Abby and Allie chasing each other through the house on a rainy day. I'd be on Prozac if it were not for those two. There's no better therapy in the world than a cat companion. Abby and Allie are a needed reminder that life is good and there is hope. So that was the story that was shared by Michelle of her relationship with her cat Abby and how it's really helped her through this tough time. You might ask, does the animal-human health connection really exist? Well, you can just ask Michelle and ask the dozens of other people who've shared their stories in my book. Clearly it does. Will it work for you? Well, if you're an animal lover, according to the Smithsonian magazine, the healing benefits of having an animal companion like my pal here, Dakota, that's off camera, the healing benefits happen when you have a deeper connection to your animal friends. So it's important for you to nurture your bond with them the best that you can. If you're an animal lover, your relationship with your dog or cat can enhance your health and your happiness and may even help you live longer. The key is really to understand the messages that they convey and to learn to decipher them, and also to understand that whole body health can be positively affected by our animal friends being part of our active lifestyle. It's like having a health and wellness expert and a buddy who is always happy, always eager for you to be at your best, and who loves you unconditionally. Does it ever get any better than that? Dog is my doctor. Cat is my nurse. Shares the hidden secrets of a positive lifestyle, influenced by none other than our animal friends. Through these pages, you'll receive my prescriptive advice in addition to interviews by experts, celebrity tips, and heartfelt stories from other animal lovers just like you who have felt how their animal friends have given them a strong connection and have transformed their health and their lives even. On Thursday, March 9th, 2017, not only will you be able to purchase Dog is My Doctor, Cat is My Nurse online at Amazon, but it's going to be the only day when you're also going to get 3 additional bonuses, 3 gifts from me that are worth 3 times the value of the book. 3 times the value of the book, that's pretty good. And on top of that, 10% of all of my author proceeds are going to dogs and cats in need at rescues and shelters and other welfare organizations. And if you want to feel healthier, happier, and get some amazing gifts and at the same time help our animal friends, then March 9th is going to be the day to do it. So tomorrow, March 9th, purchase your copy of Dog is My Doctor, Cat is My Nurse on Amazon.com. Then when you do that, go over to animalhumanhealth.com, which is my website, and get your bonuses, your free gifts. It's easy, right? 2 steps. Oh, you want to know what the bonuses are, huh? All right then. Well, number 1, it's going to be a really cool, super 8 fabulous getaways to take with your dog. It's a really interesting PDF I put together. And the second thing is a audio of a body scan that helps you de-stress, relax, and get re-energized. And that was developed by an award-winning sound effects editor. And also, you're going to get a sneak peek at our fabulous online photo gallery. So many people had been asking me, well, what do the people look like in your book and their dogs and cats? I wish I could see them. So I came up with the idea of making this really cool online photo gallery where you could see everybody and really feel like you're part of their lives. So you're going to get a sneak peek before anybody else. So remember, Thursday, March 9th is your day to buy your copy of Dog is My Doctor, Cat is My Nurse, to pre-order that. And well, one more thing. March 9th is also my 15-year anniversary to being married to the love of my life, Ken. So I would love it if on that day you supported me by helping me become an Amazon bestseller. So save the date. Send me your questions, your comments, your stories, and of course, stay positive.